From Significant, this is Crack It in an Hour.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to an episode of Crack It. We'll leave it there. I'm Simon.
I'm Jesse.
I'm Roman.
And we got a different format today. We're going to try something new. We are all coming in with a different problem. Each one of us has one problem, and we are giving each other 20 minutes to crack each problem. So once again, one of us knows the problem, the other two don't. The only difference is this time around, there's three of them, and we're going to go around the table. So to kick things off, we're going to have Jesse with the first problem. Here we go. New format. Start the clock, 20 minutes.
Should we talk about the brief we gave ourselves, which is like, let's not be too philosophical and spiritual, and let's crack problems of the everyday?
Listen, I don't even think we should define what it could and couldn't
fair enough,
be.
fair enough.
But I think what we all realized in doing this now for a year is that there were a lot of interesting problems out there that maybe didn't warrant an entire 60-minute episode. But they're fun problems and they're interesting. I know certainly a lot of my friends have sent me some that I'm like, oh, that's good, but it would be a 15-minute conversation. So why not?
Let's do it.
They're problems to crack. All right, guys, the first one of our new format. I think people are fucking animals in public bathrooms.
I agree.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like, what happens? Literally, what happens? Even I get it in a dive bar. Like, I get it. It's like whatever.
I don't think that should excuse you.
Sure. But if I was making excuses, like 4 a.m., whatever, I don't know. But like every single public bathroom, even in like a nice restaurant, it feels like people are like animals. Like what happens? So I just want to know if there's a way that we can improve public bathroom etiquette.
Put a camera in there.
Yeah. I mean, 100%. I'm
solved.
Yeah. All right. 19.
Problem solved.
I mean, it's weird, right? Like it's a.
Well, I think people think.
Go ahead.
I think people think of a public bathroom as a place where you can like do something you're trying to get away with.
Yeah, totally. It's a consequence-free zone.
Yes, exactly.
And like, and you can just like blame the next person.
But I don't understand. It's like I don't understand why people turn into animals.
Yes, like why do we like walk into that space?
Yeah, and they're like, now I'm gonna be awful.
I'm just gonna like throw things on the floor and like not throw and like leave water everywhere, and it's just. And I think it's funny, by the way. Side note: people always talk about how like men's bathrooms are horrible and like the women's bathroom is a nightmare.
Is it really?
It's awful.
My wife's always told me it's worse.
Yeah, you want to see something absolutely unhinged. So it's a women's public bathroom.
That's what I hear.
I'm like, what happened? What is wrong with everybody?
Let's get to it. We don't got a lot of time. Obviously,
cameras.
We need people to feel a sense of I wouldn't
Shame?
even say community,
no,
but an understanding of a baseline societal expectation.
Yeah,
that's one. How do we build that up? Now, again, shaming is a way to do it.
I think
it's like the dog shit episode that you brought a year ago.
You mean your favorite episode ever?
My favorite episode ever. Smash that subscribe button if you want to watch it. We talked about the shame strategy a lot in that episode.
It's real.
Right? Like people don't pick up their dog poo, and now we're talking about.
I went to James Bond lair in Switzerland over the holidays. That was like where they filmed the famous James Bond with the ski scenes.
Doesn't he ski like in every other James Bond?
No, this one was like the original. Okay, but anyway.
Yeah.
When there's like you go to the lair, and then when you go in the bathroom there, all of a sudden people start talking to you from the mirror, but like as if you're in look out behind you, and you're like, what the fuck?
Like you're in James Bond?
As if you're in the movie.
I thought they were like, hey.
Yeah, but it's literally like, hey,
one paper towel.
I mean, it's not
also, it's
far
like
from
a bit
that.
of an amusement park.
It is kind of, but I've never. There's like gunshots apparently in the men's bathroom. It's absolutely wild. But I was so startled by the mirror shouting at me.
I mean, that's a good solution.
And it's clearly like motion detected. Like I don't think it has to be. I mean, I actually think
those are good cues.
It's an interesting
100%.
Positive use of like visual intelligence.
Yes.
To just be like, hey.
I think you just solved it.
Because
you
just
right. solve it. You give the impression that you're being filmed, but obviously you're not
filmed. Not being filmed, but you give the impression
you give the impression that people are watching, and then people are going to behave.
Yeah. Hey, did you use soap?
Hey, I'm watching you. What? Where'd that come from?
You went really, really nice on that, like being like an animal in a bathroom by saying, "Did you use soap?"
Yeah, I know.
Like you were like, you stayed really well behaved on that comment.
Well, that's true. Someone goes in the bathroom, you'd be like, "Hey, keep it classy."
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. Just even when you enter, I think it could be interesting. Like motion detected in the door, and it's like, you better keep it together.
Keep it together.
You're not an animal.
Don't be a monster.
Don't be a monster.
Hey,
people
dude,
need this.
You forgot to pull it down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about La Lunette. But
anyway. Yeah. That's a whole other one.
I like this idea of making people feel like they're being watched even though they're not.
Yeah.
That's a good way. Because like, how do you create a sense of responsibility? Or you know what else would be good? Sign-in sheets. You got to sign into the bathroom.
The time.
Ooh, so that like
people could be like,
you were,
well,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
With your Instagram handle.
And you could literally, because the other thing about that is when you come out of the bathroom, I would make the argument when you come out, you're like, well, the next person, if it's disgusting, is going to look at who was in it before me.
Absolutely.
100%.
And so you're responsible for that time, not just for your performance, but for everybody else. I like that too.
Like if you see something,
do something.
Do something.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I like the sign in. I think ratings could be interesting, but I don't know how you put the blame on. Like I like what you're saying better because it puts a little bit of.
How many times have you had the thing where you walk in, there's something awful, and then you walk out and someone's walking in,
and you're like,
I wish I could tell that person it wasn't me, that awful thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yep. You can't.
Yeah.
I think we should start that too.
I like
more
that.
Open conversation around the state of affairs of it.
Yeah, and you're like,
but then again, maybe we're creating a problem there because someone could just make a mess of it and they'd be like, by the way, that was the guy before me.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Did a toilet paper brand did a rating of public bathrooms one day?
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
As a marketing thing, that was a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
smart.
Because someone probably tried it as a business. Like you can review a restaurant, why can't you review a bathroom?
Public bathrooms.
And I think a toilet paper brand went in there, which I thought was very
Would you use an app that told you where the best local bathroom was?
100%.
Really?
Local.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't know if I'm pulling that app out.
Why not?
Because I can't talk to, I don't want to get graphic about my relationship to my bodily functions, but I don't think generally speaking, when I'm in a state where I need that, I'm like, let me take some time and peruse the options.
Oh, you're just
I'm kind of like, all right, let's get going.
Let's
here.
chop.
Chop, chop.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, if you have like, location services, like what's within 2 seconds of me, you press one button. I don't know that that's going to
slow. You'd need to build it to be very optimized for
it would just be like Google Maps, like now. The way if you're like standing in a location and you
avoid the weird looking place.
4 stars and up.
Go here.
Yeah.
4.8
I mean,
stars.
and there's a lot of interesting ratings that you could base it on too, because like every bathroom's not designed for every function.
No, some are better than others.
Yeah, some are better at other things.
I think we've come pretty close to cracking this. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, we're not changing behavior with that, but we are like changing behavior with like. Just the impression of
being watched. Yeah.
What we're talking about is like a sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
Whether it's to a person you think is watching you, whether it's to signing in the person who comes after you.
Yeah.
There's a sense of like, I'm going to get caught for being gross.
One thing I've always thought was interesting is, it's usually at like kind of cool restaurants where like the bathrooms are kind of individual, but like the sink is out in the open shared space.
Yeah. It's like, and those are like pee closets and an outdoor shared.
Yes. Yeah. And like a shared sink trough thing that's sort of a little more out in the open sometimes. Yeah. Like it's almost not even like
in the bathroom.
And I think I've always thought that was kind of interesting because it's a little bit like, I've never seen one of those look like horrible. A crazy, horrible situation because you're like, this is a feature of the restaurant. You're not even behind closed doors with
now
this.
Now you're talking about bathroom design.
And I think that could be
that's
not
so
every space
interesting.
could do
bathroom
it, but
design,
sharing spaces where it's semi-public,
exactly. Yeah, pee closets with public sinks.
Closets with public sinks. That's a good idea.
We're getting somewhere.
We are.
It basically exists, but I think I've never seen one of those look like total chaos.
I know.
Yeah, but
you're
it's
right.
because
Well, that's not where the
you
chaos...
called it out when you described it. You've only seen it in like semi-fancy places.
True. Yeah. Where it's like some stink made out of stone. And I think you need space to be able to do that. Like, But yeah, I think
bathroom design.
No, but the chaos, to be clear, does happen everywhere.
Yeah,
in
even
the bathroom,
in fancy.
like the sink.
No, you're right.
No, I mean not just inside the
There's
pee
something
closet,
so gross
but
about like wet paper towels.
Yeah, and people just leave them there.
Yeah.
But like the way that trash cans, I'm just like, what? Like literally,
Why did
what
we
happened?
just let this go?
What?
Yeah.
You just somebody else did it, so you were like, whatever, I'll do it too.
Now.
I don't care.
Yeah,
we're just gonna like act like animals.
I know.
Are you an animal?
So what constitutes good bathroom layout, features, design? All of it. Like how would you...
As far as to solve this problem?
Yeah, as far as like even... yes, and generally speaking, like what... I think the answer is the same to both questions. Like, so yeah, as far as to solve this problem, like...
I think...
Or even for you as an experience, like where do you
pee closets are good. Like I like
pee
that.
closets are good.
Yeah.
When you say shared sinks, it's like cross genders?
Yeah, it's like the sink almost exists,
Okay.
and the sink is outside.
Yeah.
Like you're not. I'm sure you've seen
Like
it.
you
where
walk
like,
into a restaurant
100%.
and you see a row of sinks against the back wall and pee closets along down a hall near that wall.
the seriousness with which we're discussing pee
I mean, we have
closets.
to. We're trying to solve
I
an important
love it.
societal issue
But yeah,
here.
it's not. I think it seems counterintuitive, but removing the doors to the space itself, I think creates an immediate because what we said at the beginning is like when it's behind closed doors, the consequences are gone.
Yeah.
And when it steals out in the open, suddenly like you're on your best behavior.
You're right. Most behavior.
It's interesting because
the doors
it's
away.
still not out in the open. Like you still have the closet. And,
I know. But I'd make the argument those closets aren't as disgusting as some
because
places
you do
get.
feel like when you come out of one, you're just in the physical.
Yeah.
Like you're in the shared
Yes.
space.
Everyone saw me come out of there.
Yeah, and
You know
it's
what
not.
I mean?
It's not going to be. You can't like hide behind the double door.
No.
Of like, oh, I don't know. That was I just
saw you come out of there.
Yeah.
You're a monster.
So I do think there's no doors anywhere.
Yeah.
Sure.
Shared sinks.
Yeah.
The prospect
motion
of
sensors.
the motion sensors that give you the sense of being watched.
Going maybe too far, a sign-in sheet.
A sign-in sheet. I like the sign-in sheet idea. I think that's hilarious.
I mean, I think most of the places I've seen that were like the way you describe it, with like this thing that's more like out in the open. It's I think mostly places that are a little smaller. Like you go to a restaurant, you go to like places like New York or in Europe, and like the bathroom is essentially like a tiny closet. Yeah. And then the little sink is outside.
Yeah.
No.
But in
LA,
in LA, there's very few of them, right? Out there, the percentage is higher, I guess, is my point.
I think I've seen a lot of them that are, I know the version you're talking about, but there's a very like bougie version.
I think
that's
Margot in at the, what's it called?
Culver?
Yeah.
It has like
could be
imagine
wrong.
like a big
like a
trough out of rock, made out of rock. Like it's almost like an art piece, which is why they put it like practically open in the restaurant.
Yeah, like check out our cool.
But I think your version, the other version works too, because obviously you're not going to have the space for that art piece.
So I'm like, just make it tiny.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So that it can be everywhere. Yeah. Just put a sink in the middle of the space.
Make it a tiny little thing you don't want to spend time in, and you just in and out. And
so you make it terrifying to be
I
in
see.
too.
Yes.
So you could like close the door and it's like a
yeah.
It's like black lights flashing.
Like you know the like in a haunted house with like the fake like lightning and thunder and like all of a sudden the lights are like
but that's
going
kind of your James Bond example.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's scared. I literally was like, I'm gonna wash my hands and get out of here.
Do you think themed toilets could be a business idea?
Elaborate.
Like if it was like, guys, we're gonna have a Pokemon toilet.
Yes.
You can come here.
100%.
Use the bathroom.
Absolutely.
It's a full-blown Pokemon experience.
Why does nobody do that?
There was a place in Ojai that sells delicious pizza, and there is a bathroom there
A
that
bathroom
is like
experience?
themed around frogs.
Really?
And there's like, yeah, there's like frog sound. There's little frog statues. There's like frog on the walls.
Okay.
And it is like, it is an experience.
This is interesting though, because even if you didn't go all the way to like Pokemon theme, I think if you treat the bathroom like bathrooms are generally blank slates.
Just get it over with. Get it
not
done.
even that.
Enjoy
It just
but don't sit there. Don't be
No,
gross.
I'm
No,
not
but-
even talking about the spending time. I'm not talking about designing to spend time in it. I'm just saying it's like, it's a minimalist, like blank space. So you kind of don't feel like you're messing anything up.
Yeah.
But like if you create something that people feel like, I'm sure there's a psychology term for this, but like create something that people feel like they don't want to mess up.
Yeah, art.
There's like you make it feel a little
bathroom
bit
art.
like
Yeah.
art. Even if it was like the whole thing is just we painted it green and there's little frog statues everywhere and it's not like
Exactly.
cool or high end, but all of a sudden people feel like a more shared responsibility.
they
So
gotta
I
keep
like
it
the
nice.
idea of like make the bathroom
Art.
make
it all
it weird.
gold.
It doesn't even need to be high end art. It can just be like,
All
I don't
gold.
know, man.
There's
I feel
not-
like some people would just destroy it.
I think more people, I don't think it would solve it 100%, but I think more people would feel like they weren't supposed to. They
Right.
would feel like
I think
more of a hesitation.
I don't know, because when I think about it, I love the idea, like make bathroom art again. It's it's fantastic.
Again, was it?
But do you think it's just based on where it is? Like if you go to a restaurant, it has more chances of not being disrupted. But if you go to like
Dunkin' Donuts.
an airport,
Yeah.
like
I don't
people are probably
know.
gonna mess it up anyway.
I think, I don't know. I'd be curious because I think I don't think that, I think you could improve it like 20% if you did that.
Yeah.
Because I do think that I think there are some of the 100% of people that are bathroom monsters, 80% of them will continue to be shameless monsters, but 20% would hesitate
You'd fix it
if
up.
it was art. That's my data-backed
The
conclusion.
the people who appreciate aesthetics among the monsters, if you will.
Yeah.
They would take care of that.
The aesthetic
space.
monsters.
The aesthetic monsters. Aesthetic forward monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like that. I really want to see the frog bathroom. Do they have like frog
You
pictures?
should go. It's in Ohio. It's a trip.
Like frog figurines?
It's an actual trip. Like
Are
yeah,
the
yeah,
sinks
like
whoa.
that,
It's like
do
an hour
the
and a half
sinks are the
away.
sinks frogs that spout water out of their mouth? Missed opportunity.
I know.
Exactly.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
We need more eccentrics making dumb stuff in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
we do
Yeah.
need I'll say this on the pod, which is like if I ever become like just I have more money than I know what to do with, I want to like open a pointless store or
Yeah.
open a pointless institution of some sort that people are like, this is stupid, and
Yeah.
I'm like 100%.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
but
it's
what's
mine.
the point of the pointless?
Like to me, it would be like I'm gonna make a store where I'm like just gonna find like interesting sticks and sell them for $1,000. And people would be like, dude, have you seen this stick store? I'm pretty sure he just goes around, finds sticks, and then marks them up for $1,000. I'm like, 100%.
That's it.
That's what I do. You got a problem with that? I got
sell,
enough money. I don't care if you buy my sticks or not.
Yeah.
You should sell,
I'm
and then you should
Stickman.
have a corner of that store that's like high-end marshmallow roasting
Yeah.
sticks, but they're just
See, that's it. But they're artisan.
yeah, exactly. Artisan marshmallow roasting sticks.
Yeah. And it's like, this is a dumb store. I'm like, 100. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
100%.
It is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But I think people want that.
Yeah.
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 Gentrification.
So dumb bathrooms.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it plays with the same idea of like, a banana peel as a piece of art.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
where's the
Yeah.
what does
I
artisan
like-
mean and what does luxury mean?
Well, I think
And then-
yeah, exactly. That's that's the funny thing I've realized about kind of like living in LA is everything is trying to be an authentic version of something, and as a result, it's incredibly inauthentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the dive bar is just a dive bar. Don't try to be a dive bar. Then you're no longer a dive bar.
Just be a dive bar.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So true.
And it was like something I've noticed whenever I come back
Yeah.
to the city from
Yeah.
another city, I'm like, oh man, we're like trying to be
So
a
hard.
diner. We're
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah.
This has nothing to
Yeah.
do with bathrooms, but it was just
No, but
something
it's
I
an
noticed.
interesting observation about LA as a whole.
Yeah, which
Just
is
like-
it can't just it at no point just has like chill, like
It's
just
the
relax.
DNA is
Yeah.
built on manufactured
Totally.
creativity and entertainment, and then that now translates to like
Everything. Exactly.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I don't think this would work, but something you said made me think of the idea that you wouldn't walk into somebody's home and do that. And so this would only work probably in restaurants. I don't think it would work at all, but like, what if you built a bunch of so committed to the lore of the bathroom that you build a story that's like on the wall about how like this is like, you know, how much this room mattered to like the people who built it. Like but you make it so absurd, it's almost a joke of itself, but in a way that makes people be like, yeah, all right, like I'm not going to fuck up with this space.
Dude, I thought you were going to go in a place where you were going to say like have little apartments attached to the bathroom. So that it is someone's bathroom. So whenever you go in, you're actually, you might be ruining. Look, this guy lives here. Like, please don't mess it up.
He's having dinner with his in-laws,
his parents right now. Like,
you're like,
don't blow it for him.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so dumb. Okay, sorry.
So, I think we got there.
Yeah.
I mean, bathroom art, maybe. Lore, maybe. Apartment attachments. Yeah, that's a great idea. Mm-hmm. I think in the beginning, I think it was probably still the best idea of like, making people think they're being watched, finding ways to call people out. I like the creating responsibility, maybe through a sign-in sheet. And and everyone should just stop being monsters.
Stop being monsters.
All right.
Yeah.
Act right in the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we talk about cracking it or do we move on to the next one right away?
Let's move on.
Move on.
All right, great.
You're next up, Sion, or is it
okay.
me?
So I had something that I think now after yours I'm realizing was probably too big. So I'm gonna move on from that.
So you spent the last like 20 minutes.
It's gonna be tougher, but I have something that has been a thorn in my side for a long time. It's a little bit cliche, but I don't think too cliche, which is how do we help people at airports do security not like a dingus? Because there's a few things with this. One is every time you go through security, it takes way longer than it should.
Dingus.
People don't understand how to do it. When you get out of it, people don't understand that you're supposed to take the tray. If you got 6 trays, take a tray off and put it on the table that's conveniently set to take your stuff out of. Don't block everything coming out of it. Put your tray back into the end.
I have so many thoughts.
Like an adult human.
Dude, I have so many thoughts.
Please, this is like one of these things where, again, I think what we're talking about is a similar theme, which is like, why does society break down the second it's like, please put what's in your pockets into a tray, and then you don't even have to take your shoes off anymore. That ship has sailed. Don't worry about that. Just do these simple things and stay in line.
I'm glad I didn't bring my subject because it was also plane related. So I have another one.
I've got a plane related one for later.
Yeah. So I think the solution. I'm jumping straight into solution.
Okay.
Yeah. I love this because I've thought about it too much because it annoys the shit out of me.
Because we travel a lot.
Yeah, we travel too much.
It feels like it's everyone's first day on Earth.
I think it's too hard to put it on the people because some of them don't travel as much.
I agree.
Some of them maybe are of a different age, generation. Things move fast, and we have like in our business we gotta travel a lot. So exactly. But I think you need to make it there needs to be tiers, and you need to have the slow lane and the mid lane and the fast lane. And you could gamify it. You could go at it different ways, right? You could earn your status, like the same way you earn your status in an airline.
This quick
exactly, and you've done it
50 times.
You've done it enough times, quick enough to show that you're actually experienced at this.
That could bring its own problems.
So I'm gonna put you in like the top tier status, and now you can chop.
That's good.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have 3 kids. You have 3 kids. You know, I've traveled with my kids. We're expats. We go back home once a year. I think when you have a kid under the age of 5, you should probably be in the different
grade,
in a different.
But
lane.
I bet your kids do better than a lot of adults.
Oh, my kids now, they're not. No one's under the age of 5. They're like chop.
Same.
They're like
my 6-year-old's like bop, cool.
100%. Like
Totally.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know, when there's a stroller involved.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a stroller involved. Totally respect that.
You're just in the slow lane.
I'm actually, believe it or not, never a dick to anyone who is like really bad at security lanes. That will be a surprise to you guys. But
I give
stroller
looks.
involved, I'm like, I respect that. I've been there.
Oh, totally.
But airport, organize it differently. I don't think it's on the people. I think it's on the airport and the thing. So, yeah, I have thoughts. I just did a dump of lots of thoughts for you guys.
No, I love the tiered lanes. I think it's like a layer on top of TSA pre that I think would be brilliant. And also people, it's not even a marker of whether you're good at it or not. Some people are just like not in a rush. Like there are some people
exactly.
who like it's not like being in the slow lane is some commentary on your inability to go through quickly. I think there are some people who are very happy to be like, I am not interested in all of there are people who look at us that are like, why are they so intense? Like, why are they literally like hustling through? And it's like, well, because we showed up at the airport 30 minutes before our flight. But like some people don't want to try. Like my sister gets to the airport like 4 hours before a flight because she's just like, I just like do not want to be involved in that chaos. So I think it's interesting to also frame it as not necessarily, it's also mirrored to your style of travel versus just your ability.
What kind of traveler are you?
Yeah.
My dream is to show up, get through, get a cup of coffee, board the plane.
See, I'm more of a show up well in advance.
Yeah, you are.
But even that, I still like the security process. Like it's like I just got to get through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm always blown away. It's like the things, and you're right, which is like a big problem I find is, first of all, is like a lot of airports have sort of like different rules, and they're
I was going to bring this up.
I was going to bring that up.
You know what I mean? It's like some of them are like, take your computer out, and then other ones are like, why are you taking your computer out? You're like, I don't know.
Even as an experienced traveler, there are times where I'm just like, well, but that's like
that's
never a rule. Like, why are
traveling
we
internationally too?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
I do think there should be a slightly more
but
standardized.
I don't understand. There's two that I think are like non-negotiable, and everyone should be able to recognize this. One is when things are coming out, if you have a lot, don't stand at the front of where they're coming out and just like, everyone's got to wait for me. That one feels like
obliviousness.
Really obliviousness. And then the second one is like, why can't you at least, if you're not willing to put your tray at the end, tray basket thing, at least push it down to the end?
Yeah.
Like the people are like, well, I'm done. Because like to your point about the bathroom thing, people are like in private, so they're getting away with it. The audacity to do it in plain sight and be like, yeah, I don't care.
When people just leave their empty bins there, I very loudly and dramatically start stacking them together.
So annoying.
And I try really hard to do it in a way that makes the person feel like they have to come back and help.
Like, sorry, you got to get to...
Do they ever?
Like, no.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But
weird.
Usually somebody else starts helping me. And then I'm like, well, that wasn't for you, but thank you.
Yeah, the population there is divided into like two groups, 50-50.
Yeah.
So
half of them don't give a fuck and leave the bucket behind, and half of them are like, do what you do.
Yeah.
How do you get relegated? Let's pretend you get in the fast lane.
Yeah.
How do you get relegated from the fast lane?
You got to keep your status. So you got to keep delivering every time you travel.
So is it like when you get a basket, you like scan your boarding pass or something? So it's like, all right, now we're gonna start the clock.
Yeah.
And then you got to be through it in
X seconds,
X seconds,
minutes. Yeah.
And if you don't,
okay, but
I think it only works at your home airport.
That's interesting. Yep. But also sometimes you're held up by somebody else's fuck up. So like, if it was based on time, I don't know that would be accurate, because like if all hell breaks loose and somebody's like has to go through the thing.
I gotta put my belt in here.
My phone's in my pocket. That loose change I wasn't supposed to have.
Yeah.
Like now I'm standing there and my clock is ticking. So I don't know how you would get around.
But you could probably go back and see that person in front
Who
of you caused it.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, okay, we're at 25 seconds up until this guy.
You didn't walk through the
like
thing.
1 minute, 1 minute. First 1 minute, dickhead.
Or you do a system of...
Go on.
You need to, how do you call it? I don't know how you say it in English. You need to call people out. So you just need to like say in the system that the person ahead of you fucked up.
Like a reporting system.
Yeah, you need to report people.
It's like Waze. Like, you're like reporting like a car stopped on the side of the road. There's a police officer up ahead.
Like,
You'd be like,
slow.
the ding dong in front of me couldn't get their shit together.
Okay, question for you. Everything, especially in the United States, they charge for a version of. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. It's like,
Clear.
the bag, or even more simple than that, the bag carriers?
Oh, yeah,
how you
yeah.
got to pay for them at LAX?
Yeah.
They're just free in Canada. They just have the decency to let people have those for free.
Yeah.
Whereas here, they're like $3 or something
Yeah,
stupid like
I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
they cost money here.
Yeah. So what if you could offer a service where if someone's getting in line before security, you could be like, dude, I got a little trolley here. Dump it all in my trolley so that by the time we get to the thing, I'll like throw it out for you.
But isn't that like a version of curbside? Isn't that what they do?
Yeah, but it's for security.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
Wait,
you
so
have
someone
Dude,
takes
what's the
your
difference?
stuff
so
through
you're
security?
you're like a security caddy.
But what's the difference between that? It's a version of Clear, right? It's like,
But Clear,
Clear, you
Clear,
pay-
you still got to go through security.
oh, you don't go through security.
So what I do
In
is
the- in
I
your
will,
idea.
let's pretend you hire me.
Yeah.
Welcome to Security Caddy.
Yeah.
I'm your caddy, Simon.
Yeah. Security by
I have
Simon.
I have a little tray here. And before we've even gotten to the end of the thing, I'm going to take all your stuff, give me what's in your pocket, and we'll just have it all set up here. So that by the time we get to security, I'll pop it on the thing. You can walk through. You're going to save a little bit of time.
I'd rather educate people than assist them, but why not?
I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
But
Just
I-
relegate them. I love what you said
Would you
about
use
some
that
people want to be
service?
chill. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't, because we know, like,
We already know.
Yeah,
We know
I
how it
know what
works.
I'm doing.
And I can't tell if slow people care to be fast.
As long as I
No,
don't trip
exact-
over my own suitcase, I know what I'm doing.
I think that's Jesse's point, which is a good one, and that's also why it's interesting to have tiers. That some people really want to chill and take their time.
But even
Like-
in that one, I agree. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't know do you think that applies to security as well?
Yeah, I do. I think some people don't. There are people in this world who don't operate from like high intensity operating systems. They're just like,
You want to chill.
oh,
Yeah,
whatever. It's
that's
just like part
awesome.
of the process.
I
I mean,
wish-
I'm
I
not
wish I
saying they
could be like that.
enjoy it. It's not like they're like, wow,
Just
this
don't
part
think
is
about it.
delightful. They're
Yeah.
just like,
Like, man,
I'm in this line.
That took 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And
I don't care.
now I have to like do this part and like cool. And they would rather stay in that like physical emotional state than be surrounded by people like us who are like like literally emitting chop energy.
Well, what
Like,
if we could? Allow me to steal something from your washroom thing? Which is
bathroom?
the motion sensor.
Yeah.
So if you are on the other side and you're just taking stuff off and holding up the entire thing, a motion sensor that's like, hey, dude, move along.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean? Like the thing that everyone wants to say, but is
Yeah.
afraid to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Like it could say something like that.
I think I've brought this up before, the game Taboo,
Yeah.
and how there's a buzzer
Yeah.
in that game. I think that buzzer should be utilized in so many aspects of the world. It is the world's most annoying buzzer.
Yeah.
And it literally in the game symbolizes, no, you fucked up. Like you literally
Yeah,
did something
that's
wrong
so
and you get like
interesting.
literally shut down by the buzzer. It's when you say a word you're not supposed to
Yeah.
say if you've never played
Yeah.
the game. And I'm like, that buzzer is the greatest thing ever. It should be used everywhere.
Out.
You're out.
Out.
Like not, and I'm not even saying you have to stop or that you're out. I'm just saying like it's just like it's like a shot collar,
Like a shot caller. Yeah, yeah.
just a little
Yeah.
audio one. Audio.
Okay, we got the tiers. You guys shot down my caddy idea. We don't like the caddy idea.
Well, my problem with the caddy idea is it
I'm
actually.
not holding on to it. Don't
well,
worry.
I like it in spirit. In practice, though, it creates
It creates a sub problem.
It creates a congestion in
Yeah.
the line because you basically have two lines happening
And
at
if-
the same time.
And if a caddy's slow, then you've double slowed the line.
Yeah, you've double slowed the line. Yeah. Solution that creates a problem.
How do you help people put the trays away more? That seems like a solvable problem.
I think, you know what could be good is if you, it's basically gamifying it, but like imagine there's on the whole like perimeter of the tray, there's a light. And that light is like slowly like
Ticking down.
with and like the whole it's just like a visual symbol of like it needs to be back in the
And if
thing by the
taboo
time.
buzzer goes off if you don't get it in time.
But I like the idea that like it's a
game.
It's a game.
I think gamifying it.
Yeah,
could
never
actually
hurts.
work.
gamifying it.
It's
cool.
always
I
the
think,
answer.
yeah.
And if you made the thing you put the trays back in, a big mouth going like, "Oh, feed me."
Oh, like a hungry hippo style.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I like that.
I'm hungry for trays.
Do you think the trays slow it down?
I think the
Yes.
trays are, I don't know if they slow it down so much
Because
as
you're already behind.
they drive me crazy. And
Yeah,
what does
drive
slow
me
me
crazy
down
too.
is the people who will stop. You know what I mean? Like when it's like it just comes out, it just comes down the
Yeah, yeah.
roller, and they're
And
like,
they'll
"Oh, great,
stop
it's here,"
right
and I will
outside.
just spend time here.
I guarantee it does slow
You think?
the process. Like by milliseconds probably, but added up, I think the whole
Totally.
process slows over.
Because generally, when I see the trays, the people are just waiting. So they're waiting for this thing that hasn't come out.
But sometimes-
the trays are obviously left behind. By
Oh, have you
people
ever
who
seen them like
left.
all start to get stuck? I've seen that.
Yeah, but not that often. And it's right. The people are gone, so they've moved on. So
Yeah.
it's the people who are waiting. They're waiting anyway.
Yeah.
Who are
Trays are there.
who end up sorting it out. But anyway.
Yeah, but I think sometimes like because somebody will also stop and grab theirs the second it comes out, like past the mark, because they can't let it go all the way to the end, then the next person has to wait a couple seconds for theirs
Good
to
point.
be able to.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like I do think it
Yeah,
does
at the beginning,
overall
You're
slow the process.
offloading.
Like
Exactly.
the thing that really blows my mind, and I think I understand why they did it and they managed to sell it, is those machines who probably cost like definitely in the millions, if not more. I don't know how much it is.
The
for an
analogic
airport.
machine.
It's the one
Yeah.
where now you
If you're
have
if you're flying in from Atlanta, the machines are anal logic.
yeah.
Sorry, but yeah,
so
that's the name of the machine.
those machines, and there's some
Yeah.
in LAX now, where
Are
you
there?
have multiple lines after the line.
Yes.
And if you're on the back of the multiple line, you think it's gonna get slower, but actually
It's
it's
faster.
where you gotta be.
yeah.
And you
Yeah.
get through the agent. You're
Yeah.
through your ID is checked or not checked. Your face is checked. Whatever needs to be checked is checked, and then you're sent to multiple lines for one belt.
Like you know
Weird.
how you've done
And-
it, Simon, where
Yeah, you've done it.
there's like
Atlanta.
the little
Yeah.
like tray
Atlanta,
spaces.
yeah.
And what they have people do is like imagine there's 4 tray spaces. You can actually create 4 lines behind
That's a dumb
those.
line system.
But what's dumb is that if you're the first person, you can never push your tray
Yes.
in because everyone behind
Everyone's
you is
always
getting their
yeah,
tray
that's
in.
true.
So
What
it's
blows
That's
my
true.
mind is that they thought this through only through the lens of there's a busy day, we're gonna get the lines to move faster, but it created another
A
problem on the
bottleneck.
back end.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's like probably millions of dollars invested in engineering and R&D
Yeah.
in this, and then it's sold for like millions or tens of millions to airports,
Yeah,
and they didn't fix anything.
yeah.
I'm like, did anyone test this?
I know.
Like, you see what I mean? Like, this is like a very expensive product with
Yeah.
highly qualified
I'd be
people
so
for
curious.
years,
Yeah.
and it's still fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, it blows my mind. That kind of thing. I'm like, what the hell happened here? Like,
I wonder if they did. Like, surely
They
they
had to.
did.
It's
But
such an
yeah,
expensive
it's so,
product.
It's so true. They literally just moved people. They were like, how can
Yeah.
we move people faster out of one line into another?
Yeah.
But like, that's it.
yeah, exactly.
We created the illusion.
The illusion of speed.
Of speed.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question unrelated to this?
Yeah.
If there was an airplane that instead of having seats had 3 level bunk beds, so you could just lay there, but it's a tiny little pod, not a lot of room, would you rather lay on your flight or sit in a seat?
Depends on the flight.
I think I would go bunk beds
Yeah, me too.
I think it depends on the flight.
because I can work laying down.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like a little pod.
Little pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, lay down.
That's worth a whole nother 20 minutes.
Yeah, I totally-
section.
Yeah.
And the whole nother.
Because
Yeah.
I was thinking about that last time I was on a plane. I was like, oh, be
Did
sweet.
you see United finally launched the thing that consumers have been asking for years?
where you
which
can
is
make
that-
the seat into a bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
But you have to buy all 3 seats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's good
Still
for families.
cheaper than-
It's amazing
Yeah.
for families.
Yeah.
It's still cheaper to buy 3 seats than to go fly business class.
Yeah.
It's going to be more comfortable than premium.
Yeah.
And probably at the same price.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good product.
It's a
I think
smart
I better.
idea.
I think I
Like-
might rebook my flight in the summer.
Yeah, exactly. Like
For kids, it's genius.
amazing. You
Yeah.
just one adult and one kid,
Totally.
3 seats.
Yeah.
Like
You're done.
bed.
You're all set.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. I like what you said about the tiers getting promotion relegation. Really smart. I don't know if we cracked the back end thing. I don't know if we've figured that one
Shaming,
out yet.
taboo,
Shaming,
buzzers.
taboo. I do like the idea of shaming on it for sure.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to talk about before we move on?
I know how to crack the back end thing.
Okay.
Just remove the fucking buckets. There
So it
was a
just comes
time where
out
you
on
put the thing on the belt and it would just go, and some airports still do it.
So like your keys?
You can have the small ones.
Yeah, you got the little,
You have
your
the little
circle.
ones
Little
for like
bowl.
empty pocket for the wallets and the keys, but the bags and the
Yeah,
coats, just put them on.
why did we start putting our suitcases inside of trays?
That's dumb to me. I can't say
I don't know.
I understand like a jacket, it gets
Yeah.
stuck in the thing, and I
Yeah.
think that's why they
Yeah.
did it. Things that are too light,
Yeah.
like. But I never understood. I don't know what maybe it's part of the new system. It just reads it
agree.
better. I
The
literally
anal
have no
logic
idea.
needs-
Yeah,
it's to be
anal
fed
logic
things
needs to be
in the-
fed.
Yeah,
Anal
exactly.
logic, yeah.
Something never mind.
It's an anal
Yeah.
logic thing. You
Anal
wouldn't get
logic.
it. You wouldn't get it. What kind of logic is this? Anal logic. All right. This
All right, cool.
episode brought to you by Anal Logic, the best in security for
Bounce.
every airport. All right. Okay, cool. We did it. 20 minutes. We got 40 seconds left,
That was
but I
great.
think we can save that
Absolutely.
time and pass along to
Roman.
Roman. You got one for us?
I do.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna try to reset that thing.
Yeah.
Boom. We're gonna put 20 minutes.
Here we
Boom.
go.
20 on the
Here we go.
clock.
Okay, I realize my thing is more. I knew it. It's more of a yes or no question, but it should be starting a conversation.
No.
Okay, so Jess says no, so I'm gonna have a chat with Simon for the next 20 minutes. It's something that every time I see a debate at the table. It happens at restaurants when you show up at a restaurant, and either you know it before you don't, and there's a menu, and they have a no substitution policy. So do we think restaurants should have a no substitution policy?
Ooh.
Okay.
So
Interesting. Give me a. I'm curious to hear the Romans' take on the pros and cons of it.
well, I think the con is that you're a customer at a restaurant and you buy your food, and so you should be able to remove food that you don't like and add some that you like if they have it, right? Not like make me sushi in a place that doesn't make sushi, but like you're serving your cheeseburger with fries and you actually can't eat potatoes. Can you put a side salad instead, right? That's the pro. The con is gastronomy is an art.
Yeah.
And you have to respect what the chef decides to be the
Right.
best pairing of foods
Yeah.
and assembly of ingredients,
Yeah.
right? And so I'm like, what do we think?
So
like,
I'm going to give you a very unfiltered thing, which is that like I have a bias because if there's a person asking for substitutes, this is a funny thing. I've sat with people who ask for substitutes, no big deal. But when I think of a person asking for substitutes, the way you framed it, I'm like, that guy's probably a dick.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Which is like this weird sort of like, so it's hard
how many
for me
times
to
did we
get-
have a meal together?
I know, exactly.
122?
Right? We've all
Yeah.
had meals where we've
1,000?
all had things where I'm
I've
like,
seen
yeah, I don't
all
care.
of you ask for substitutes,
100%.
you guys. So
That's what I mean.
don't.
Never.
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
right.
So that's what I mean. It's
Actually,
like,
I will say
don't-
it's something I learned from you.
It's like the abstract's different
i-
from the concrete. That's
the
all I was getting
idea
at.
that you could sort of, specifically at breakfast, the idea that you could sort of like build your own meal out of side items is not
yes.
something I ever considered
Yeah.
before. I find that to be not quite the same as
It's different.
Hey, I'm gonna like literally build a salad that doesn't exist, but I know
Oh.
you have these 7 ingredients. As somebody who worked in restaurants for so long, it is so chaotic on the back end to deal with that.
I think it's completely different.
I had
agree.
a friend-
To George other sides because
Yeah,
they're on the
they're-
menu.
they're
on the menu,
they're
so they're
different.
like they're ready.
Yeah.
Like people know how to make
Yeah.
them in the kitchen.
I
so
think that you should be able to make substitutions, but no more than one.
why?
Because then people people just take it too far. I think it's a tough one because if you're just like a contained, respectable human, you're not gonna literally build a salad from scratch using items on the menu. But I have dealt with people doing that, and it's really complicated. Like it's complicated for everything. The
like
way
an
that it's-
extreme substitution.
You're not
like
even
basically
substituting.
deconstructing
You
the
basically
menu.
deconstructed the menu.
Yeah.
And I think some people, like if the substitutions are available, like I think it's a good consumer facing argument that gastronomy is art, but I think part of the reason kitchens do it is because
Operations.
it's and you just draw the line because it's easier and too many people take advantage of it, and it slows down the service, it slows down the servers. It can sometimes people get upset afterwards when they see the price of something that they've built. Like, and I'm like, well, I literally had to just put in individual ingredients. Like, this is what you asked for. And like, I would have angry customers who'd be like, well, why is this a $40 salad? And I'm like, well, why did you build something
make a dumb salad?
And then I'm like, but you can't say that. So then
you wanted
like,
a caviar lobster salad. What was I supposed to do?
So I don't know. I think there should be a cap.
A cap.
You can make one substitution.
Okay. I have a friend, shout out Steve Harrison.
What's up, Steve?
In university, he was the king of amazing genius substitutions and also just like hacking.
Steve Harrison already showed up in the pod.
The Chipotle guy, right?
The McDonald's guy.
Or McDonald's.
The McDonald's guy?
Yeah, the guy who would show up and ask something with a tiny substitution
like
that
no
they would mess
cheese.
it up
he
would still keep it.
So we know a lot about Steve.
Yeah. And another one that he did was what I remember once I was sitting with him and we're like in a diner. He goes, I have a Neapolitan milkshake. And they're like, we don't serve a Neapolitan milkshake. And he's like, we have strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. Just mix them up. Give me a Neapolitan milkshake. And they were like, God damn it. Like,
did it actually taste good? Like, did
I never
he like
tried
it?
I was more just like, Steve, man, like, you got to
let it go, man.
Because he did this all the time.
Yeah,
it was
just
insane. Yeah. You're right,
Steve
though.
Harrison. Yeah. Isn't that the name of the? No, it's not the name of the character in Stranger Things.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
It's every man's name.
It's every man's name.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve.
No, I agree with everything you're saying. I think here's the balance. Here's the tension at it, which is like, I hate obnoxious substitutions, but I respect substitutions that are respectable and within reason. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, to your point, where is the line? That's why I liked your approach of the arbitrary, like one substitution.
Maybe the taboo buzzer just enters the chat again, and it's like if
taboo.
somebody
That's
deems
so
it,
good.
they're just like that's a absolutely unacceptable
Totally.
substitution.
Yeah.
Not happening. You're like, oh, you'd rather have goat cheese
like,
instead
for
of
example,
feta? Okay.
Is a substitution
Approved.
also like just take that off? Like
Yes.
Like if you
Some
said, if I
restaurants
said
consider
like,
that to be a
Yeah.
substitution.
cool, can I just get a plain burger? Like just give me a burger with nothing on it. Is that considered a substitution?
And some menus will say no substitutions or modifications.
Yes,
because
exactly.
that's a modification technically.
exactly.
Like you've removed something, but they don't even want that. They just want to like substitution is like, can I take off cucumbers but add avocado? Some places will say, what I actually appreciate is sometimes a place that at least allows it. Sometimes you just say, hey, can I have that? But I don't want that thing. And they'll actually ask you, well, do you want to add something else to it? You could pick from, and I'm always like, that's nice.
That's nice.
Like you just offered that
You know
to
what
me.
it is?
How delightful.
Okay, sorry.
No, you go.
It kind of speaks to the first two things, which is like the social contract of just like, when you walk into a situation, what are the expectations of your behavior that we all sort of agree on?
Yeah.
Because like to your point, and your point, like if I go to French Laundry and I'm like, I don't feel like cod. Do you got any eel? They'd be like,
get out of
here. And I respect that. But if I go to a burger place and I'm like, no lettuce, and they're like, no substitutions, I'm like, you're a burger place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think if you couldn't find, if you're one of the people who's like making multiple substitutions on something, if you could not find something on this menu to eat, then eat at home. Like make your own, stay at home and make your own salad.
Yeah.
I think if there's nothing.
I hate accommodating the
allergies is
insufferable.
a different, changes the
different bucket.
conversation.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just like, I understand if you don't like a certain item, maybe you ask for it to be removed. But if you truly couldn't consume anything on this menu.
No, I know.
I do think I think some restaurants kind of abuse the system. And your point about the sides and the breakfast thing, the reason I do that now is that too many times it's a breakfast restaurant. Like,
get over yourself.
I'm not going to like a fucking Michelin star to eat eggs in the morning.
Yeah.
I do every day.
There's like the eggs and toast on the menu, and it's like scrambled eggs with chive and some toast and a side
a
of
lot
tomato.
of potatoes usually.
And a side of tomato and
Yeah.
potatoes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, could I get avocado instead of the potatoes? No, sorry, no substitutions. Okay, great. Can I have a side of scrambled eggs, a side of toast, and a side of tomato and a side of avocado? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
I have been with you when that happened
It's
in New
how I
York.
got to that
Yeah.
solution.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
you were saying, I'm not saying anything, but you realize what just happened, right? Are we
And
on the same
usually-
page?
It's
and
like
it's
Are you on the
usually
same page
cheaper.
that,
It's
that
usually
we
cheaper.
just built the thing you didn't want to make?
Yeah.
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 It's my
And it's-
vodka soda hack. You guys have seen me do the
Oh,
vodka
yeah,
soda
yeah,
hack.
totally.
You
Yeah.
got to talk about it. That's the best thing. And the best thing is when you order it with someone who doesn't know you, which you did recently, and it's the best. Describe
So-
the vodka soda hack.
This started from the fact that if you know me well enough, you know that I consume alcohol quickly.
All
And,
liquid,
I consume
to be
all
fair.
liquid quickly.
Yeah.
Right. And so as a hedge against my consumption of alcohol quickly, one of the things I ask for is if I ask for a vodka soda, they put it in this dainty little glass,
Short glass,
with
yeah.
a lot of ice, and they're like, "Here's your like beautiful drink," and I'm like, "No, you don't understand. So what I do is I would like a pint glass of soda water and a shot of vodka, and that way I get the sizes necessary to allow me to at least like not be
Slow
able to
down,
drink
yeah.
every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
the
But
best
what
thing.
they often bring you, which I have seen, is they're like, oh, you don't want a short glass, you want a tall glass.
Yes.
And then they bring you one of those
A
tall,
tall gin and
skinny,
tonic.
like
The
cocktail
gin and tonic,
glass.
and
And you're
I'm
like,
like,
no.
I asked for a pint glass.
I asked for a pint glass
Yeah.
specifically.
Correct.
You don't
That
say
happened
a tall,
last time.
Yeah.
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 You don't say a tall glass. You
I love
say
it.
a pint glass.
A pint glass.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
And
that,
that-
like, again, if someone was like, sorry, you need to drink it out of a tiny little glass, I'd be like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll disagree with myself because I really can go both ways on this one. I'm like, if you can't find anything on the menu, just stay home. But on the flip side, I'm like, eat what you enjoy. Like if you're going to enjoy it 10 times more by changing these two items, like isn't that just a much better all around
Yeah.
experience?
I
like,
think both things can be true, though. Like, and I'll give you an example, which is like, my wife, Christy, she has that cilantro tastes like soap thing.
Oh yeah.
So when she has about to have a salad, she'll say like, is there any way you can take the cilantro out? And sometimes they say no because they've already pre-mixed it.
Totally.
And she's like, that's okay. I'll order something else.
Yeah,
You know what I
totally,
mean? Like
totally.
she understands the rules of what she's asking
Yes.
for.
Totally.
You know what
yes.
I mean?
Well, she's a respectable human.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you said something, Sai, that is actually the common thread across the three topics that we brought today, whether it's like bathroom behavior, airport security lines, or restaurant substitutions. It's like things can't really be systemized.
No.
And I think some of them can and some of them can't. And I think the substitution piece can't be systemized. I think it's the social contract.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
this. And you gotta understand your place both as a consumer
Yeah.
and as a restaurant.
Yeah.
I think. Like
Yeah.
if you go to a diner and you can't substitute like potatoes for tomatoes for potatoes, like
Yeah.
wait, what?
Well,
You're
yeah,
a
that's
diner.
dumb,
If
yeah.
you go to like French Laundry, I respect it. Like
Yes.
this is an
You're
art that
walking-
you've crafted for decades and you got to this
Also-
place making those dishes the way they are.
I would argue that there are times I've been to places that have no substitution and I see something on the menu that I'm like, I mean, if I had the option, I'd probably like take that thing out, but I'll get
Totally.
this, whatever. And then I'm like, I'm so glad I had that. Like the way that it actually sometimes pushes you outside of what you
Yes,
think
totally.
you want. And you're like, oh yeah, that actually was a
Yeah,
million times
totally.
better than I thought it was going to be. And I would have asked for this or
Yeah,
add
trust
that.
the
or, like-
chef, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it does. It's I think not just respecting the art, but actually the outcome is
100%.
generally really pleasant. Like expands your
Yeah.
taste horizon.
It's on both
Yeah.
sides. I think you gotta find your place, which is unsolvable. There is a thing that is just
Well-
like part of like how are you a good human? You know, see what I mean? A reasonable human.
Guys, we tried to make 3 20-minute episodes or crackets, but ironically, we've made one giant one about how do we help
Exactly.
people understand the social
Social
contract of their
contract.
circumstance.
Exactly.
Just there's
By-
always a red thread.
There's
in our
always a
work.
red thread. There's always
by
a red
bringing
thread.
something that just simply annoys us,
Yeah.
like each of us.
Yeah.
But all of
it's
them are
really
based on
interesting.
that fundamental, like, people don't understand the context of the situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I-
interesting.
I do-
Do you
I
think,
have
do
a
you
bit-
think it's gotten worse?
What?
Let's say
sorry.
self-awareness, understanding of the,
Yeah,
the
totally.
context. Do you think it's gotten worse over time, or do you think
Hmm.
we're just more aware of it? Do you think?
No, I think businesses, generally speaking, are taking advantage of certain situations increasingly. I
Think so?
Yeah, I think. Did I ever talk to you about the company policy?
Oh my God. I think about it all the time now because before I'd be like, oh, whatever.
It's my pet peeve. It's company policy.
Oh, when people say it's company policy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it happens at restaurants a lot.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh, you have a reservation for 4, you show up at 3, someone cancels. I'm sorry, I can't, like, your table's not available because now we got to change the table. It's company policy. And you're like, okay, yeah. What's the company policy? I mean, it's really company policy.
And what is it?
And then you're like, what is it? And then you start having a conversation, and you try to get to the root of the problem.
They were hoping that was the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You try to get to the root of the problem. So what is it? Tell me exactly how it works.
Do you want me just to get a stranger?
I don't know.
Just sit down with us?
I didn't write it. I'm like, okay, but you know what it is because you
must have read it.
You get the point. It's
Yeah.
like company policy is the thing that kills me. It is just a shield for saying no. Without
And like
having,
there's nothing
without
I
having
can do.
nothing
without having an
Company
actual
policy.
conversation
Yeah.
and hearing each other out. It's
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Oh, that's
This is
true.
the best cop out in America is company policy.
Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
and
company
there are
policy.
I don't
It's
know many
incredible.
Americans that question what the company
No,
policy
you're
is.
right.
It's so good. Every time I hear company policy, I have like my little spidey senses come up, and
You're like, go
I'm
on.
like, all right, let's talk about your company policy. Anyway,
Okay, so when you bring this topic up, you said you've had this debate at dinner tables and it's a heated debate. Is there anything that normally comes up that we didn't talk about that somebody feels very passionately about one way or the other on
I mean, if you have a chef at
substitution?
the table, they will
Strongly
be
no.
very strong.
Yeah.
And I think it generally comes down to like what restaurant are you in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
Yeah.
And that's what the social contract and the like a bit of a awareness of where you are.
Yeah.
But there is like
It's
an
like-
excessive thing regardless.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I've been seeing a lot of videos recently. This is adjacent but interesting. That's a very controversial is maybe a strong word, but it's a very hot. There's a hot take on this topic, which is like, as fitness is like growing substantially, there are a lot of people who are like very, very meticulous now about what they eat, especially if you're like training for something or bodybuilding competition, whatever it is. And there are a lot of people who now bring their own container of food to a restaurant, and because they want to still partake in the social experience. But then they're like, and usually the server is like, oh, okay, I guess. And some people argue, well, I called ahead and asked, so like you might think this is stupid, but the restaurant was fine with it. And they're like literally filming videos of themselves like
As like, I'm doing the right thing?
yeah, and I
no.
take out your takeout container, dump it on the plate,
No.
and then you get to partake in the social.
No.
You're out to
Big
dinner with
no.
all your friends, but you're still eating your boiled chicken
No,
and boiled.
Not
Social
invited.
contract.
But like,
No.
it's a really,
Buzzer
really
immediate.
Yeah,
hot
100%.
debate. I mean, I think at this point, it's
That's
almost
so
a little
rude.
I
So
know.
disrespectful.
I
Also,
know.
like,
No.
like restaurants
But
run on
people
like
defend
2% margins. Like,
People
there's like
defend
no.
it so hard. People defend it so hard. They're like,
this is the social contract.
Yeah,
This is like where
exactly.
like I fundamentally disagree.
yeah.
If they're like, why can't I do it? I'd be like, sorry, our business model requires us selling food, not people bringing their own food to a. This isn't like a public garden. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how this works.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I have one more question for you
Yeah.
guys related to restaurants. Explain to me why. Literally, I want to hear all the arguments for that rule in certain restaurants. Why the split charge?
What's a split charge?
Oh, yeah.
If you like,
Split
we're
the
gonna have
check.
an appetizer, but I'm gonna share it with my wife, and then we're gonna have each a main, and then they charge you an extra, like say,
yeah.
20% of the price of the dish
What?
because you're sharing it.
Because if you're two people, they expected you to order 2 entrees.
Okay,
I gotta
why
look
not?
at my receipts harder.
I
This
mean,
is
I think it's
insane.
insane. I think it's truly insane, especially because there's so much food waste in this country. The portion sizes are so insane. Like, I think it's feeding a system that already doesn't make sense to begin with. But I'm like, who are you to tell me what my what the floor of spending was supposed to be when I walked in this door.
Is that just in America, or is this?
I've only seen it in the US.
seen it here.
Is it only in LA? That sounds like an LA.
No, it's everywhere.
Okay.
And not everywhere, but I should say, but
Definitely big cities, New
Yeah.
York.
Oh, that is obnoxious.
it's insane.
It is obnoxious.
It's really
and also,
insane.
I think it's really misunderstanding the potential of like splitting dishes.
Yeah.
Because it's a potential for upsell versus
I agree.
versus lowering
Absolutely.
your
Yeah,
ticket.
Absolutely.
Totally.
It's like you're gonna be. You want a dessert?
Absolutely.
Most of the times, if
Not
you
everyone
allow
agrees
splitting,
on a dessert.
you're gonna say no.
Totally.
Yeah.
No, if you can't
Yeah.
split it with someone, you're gonna say no because they're too big and you're already full, and it's just an indulgence. And so it's like it could be the same for an appetite. You see what I mean?
Totally.
It's like it's
If
so
I
stupid, it
ever
drives
had
me
a
nuts.
table that was doing that, I'd usually talk them into 2 appetizers and 1 entree.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like you can actually sell more
Totally.
ticket. I think that some servers get upset about the split thing because like imagine in most restaurants you have maybe you only get 6 tables a night in your section. And so every table represents possible revenue. And some people, I think if you're going to do it and you're in, you're out, and I'm not rushing you, but like, you're not going to sit, if you order an appetizer and entree and split it and sit there for 2 hours, I'm like, that's kind of rude, but social contract, be aware.
See, this is the
Anyway.
thing.
Also, we didn't talk about the restaurants that kick you out after.
We're being penalized.
We
We're
should
being
look.
penalized for people who don't understand social
Yeah.
contract.
This one's gonna be brought up again one day.
Yeah.
The restaurants that kick you out. Oof,
We all will go there.
I have some good. I have some good stories on that one.
Me too.
All right, you guys, we're done with the 3 episodes, and you know what I'm gonna do?
What, recap
I'm gonna
them all?
tell you that we cracked the bathroom, and we cracked the airport, and there was nothing to crack in the restaurant, but it was a great conversation.
Amen.
That's
I like
I'm
it.
aligned.
I like it.
I loved it.
That's what I think.
I like it. But what did you think? If you have any thoughts, let us know. What do you think of the new format? Did you like it? Interesting, fun to try? Do it all the time, never do it again, do it sometimes. We would love any and all takes because we thought it was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah, me
actually.
too.
This
Yeah,
is
it was
really
fun.
good.
Yeah.
And thank you all for listening and watching. We'll see you next time on another episode of Crack It.
Period.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to another episode of Crack It in an Hour. If you like the show, please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen. If you have questions, thoughts, or feedback, shoot us an email at hello@crackitpodcast.com or on Instagram @crackitpodcast. Music done by Michael Anastasi, cover art shot by Mick Mint, and all things audio and video taken care of by Nathan Nash. See you next time.